Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you know that the quarterback position is always a hot topic, especially when it comes to a team like the 49ers, who have been contenders for quite some time now. But recent developments out of Cleveland have set off a chain of events that could have serious repercussions, not only for the Browns, but also for the NFC West, and more specifically for the 49ers. And trust me, what's happening right now is something you don't want to miss, especially if you're a fan of the red and gold. Let's talk about Shedeur Sanders, a young quarterback who's been making waves in college football and was considered a promising prospect for the future. Well, the Cleveland Browns, in a move that's raising a lot of eyebrows, have made it clear they don't see him fitting into their plans. The Browns decided to make Joe Flacco the starter, which in itself isn't shocking. Flacco has been around the league for years and provides experienced leadership. But what's more surprising is that they then named Dillon Gabriel as the backup quarterback, leaving Sanders as the third-string emergency quarterback. And now, reports are indicating that Shedeur Sanders isn't even practicing with the team anymore, not even on the scout team. This is a tough situation. For a young player with a lot of potential, being sidelined like that can really stunt your growth. The Browns have made it clear they don't see Sanders as part of their immediate plans, and that's a shame. It's one thing to have a veteran quarterback at the helm, but it's another to completely shut the door on developing a promising young talent. Sanders, who's shown flashes of talent and promise, deserves to be in a system where he can learn, grow, and eventually compete for a starting spot. The question now is, what should happen next? It's clear that the Browns need to do right by Sanders, and the best move might be to trade him to a team that can actually give him a chance to develop. And that's where the 49ers come into the picture. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Wait, the 49ers. They already have Brock Purdy and a solid quarterback room. That's true, but let's really break down the current situation surrounding San Francisco's quarterback depth, and why adding Shedeur Sanders could be a game changer, especially given the current circumstances. This season, the 49ers are dealing with a bit of a crisis at quarterback. Brock Purdy, who's been the undisputed starter and a key part of their success over the last couple of seasons, has been dealing with injuries. Specifically, a toe injury and a left shoulder issue have kept him out of action, and it's causing a lot of concern. Purdy's injury history is something that the team is aware of, and while he's been incredibly reliable so far, relying solely on him without a solid backup isn't a sustainable strategy. The team has been forced to go with Mac Jones as the starting quarterback, and while Mac Jones has shown flashes of competence, he's not exactly the elite quarterback the 49ers once envisioned when they paid him in the offseason. Now, let's pause here for a second. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. The situation with Mac Jones isn't ideal. He's a decent quarterback, but he's shown inconsistencies in the past, and in Kyle Shanahan's offense, which demands precision, decision-making, and athleticism, that can be a problem if he struggles to keep up. The 49ers need a more reliable, dynamic option behind Purdy, especially in case of further injury or if Mac Jones hits a rough patch. This is precisely why acquiring Shedeur Sanders makes so much sense. The young quarterback has demonstrated impressive accuracy and arm talent, traits that align perfectly with Shanahan's offensive system. Sanders, still on his rookie contract, would be a cost-effective addition, an investment in the future that doesn't break the bank. His ability to throw on the run, extend plays, and make quick, accurate decisions could give the 49ers a real boost. Plus, with his youth and potential, Sanders could develop into a long-term solution, giving the team peace of mind for seasons to come. Adding Sanders also makes strategic sense because it would create much-needed quarterback competition within the team. Right now, Mac Jones is under pressure to perform, but if the team manages to bring in a young, talented quarterback like Sanders, it could push everyone to improve. This kind of competition is exactly what Shanahan's offense thrives on, players pushing each other to elevate their game, which ultimately benefits the team as a whole. Now, let's talk about what the trade might look like and how it could impact the 49ers roster. The Browns, in their current situation, are probably looking to move Sanders to a team that can give him a real chance. The 49ers, with their proven track record of developing quarterbacks and their deep roster, would be an ideal landing spot. The trade wouldn't have to be astronomical. Sanders on a rookie deal is a valuable asset, and the 49ers could potentially give up a mid-round pick or a future draft asset to acquire him. It's a win-win situation. Cleveland gets a draft pick and a chance to explore other options, while San Francisco gets a young quarterback with huge upside. If this trade happens, it could redefine the NFC West race. The 49ers would have even more quarterback depth, giving Kyle Shanahan more options to work with and a greater chance to keep their Super Bowl window open. Imagine a quarterback room with Brock Purdy, Shedeur Sanders, and even Mac Jones, each bringing different strengths and experience to the table. That kind of competition and depth would be a nightmare for defenses and a huge boost for the 49ers' offensive schemes. Of course, it's not just about the immediate season. Bringing in Sanders also signals a strategic move for the future. The 49ers have been very good at drafting and developing talent, and Sanders could follow that path, learning behind Purdy and eventually stepping into a starting role when the time is right. His arm talent, combined with Shanahan's offensive philosophy, could unlock a new dimension for the team's attack, especially in clutch moments or in playoff scenarios where having a mobile, accurate quarterback can be the difference between winning and losing. Now, let's consider the implications for the NFC West and the entire NFC. The division has been fiercely competitive, with teams like the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals all vying for supremacy. The 49ers have consistently been at the top of this division, thanks to their strong defense and dynamic offense. But quarterback depth and health have always been critical factors. If the 49ers can bolster their quarterback room with a young, talented player like Sanders, they not only solidify their position, but also send a message to their rivals that they're committed to maintaining their dominance. And let's not forget about the broader NFL landscape. The league is always evolving, and teams that adapt quickly, like the 49ers have done over the years, are the ones that come out on top. Adding Sanders would be a strategic move that demonstrates their willingness to innovate and seize opportunities, especially in a season where injuries and unpredictability are part of the game. The NFL is a league of chess, and this move could be a checkmate against their division rivals. As we look ahead, fans should keep an eye on how this situation unfolds. The Browns need to make a decision soon, whether to keep Sanders waiting on the sidelines or to move him to a team where he can thrive. The 49ers, on their part, are always looking for ways to improve, and a young quarterback with Sanders' upside fits perfectly into their plans. Kyle Shanahan is known for maximizing talent and scheme flexibility, so bringing in Sanders could be the next step in their ongoing quest for another Super Bowl. And honestly, for us fans, this kind of news keeps the excitement alive. The NFL season is full of surprises, and a trade like this could be one of the biggest stories of the year. It's a reminder that football is not just about the game on Sunday, but also about smart, bold moves behind the scenes that shape the future of franchises. The 49ers have a rich history of making impactful trades and draft picks, and adding Sanders could be another chapter in their legacy of building winning teams. So, as we wait for official announcements and see how all of this develops, one thing is clear: the NFC West is about to get even more interesting. The 49ers, with their already talented roster, now have a chance to elevate even further, and Sanders' addition could be the spark that ignites their next Super Bowl run. It's a story worth following closely, and I'll be here to keep you updated every step of the way. Remember, the NFL is unpredictable, but one thing remains constant: the passion, the drama, and the relentless pursuit of greatness that makes this league truly special. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.